It's not time, everybody. Just joking. A little bit. But maybe a baby is near. We've been getting hints about the baby ever since Taehan went on a run a couple of weeks ago. But before we get started, I just want to remind our viewers that if you like seeing more yaoi content and would like to support this channel, please don't forget to smash that like button. Also, if you haven't done so, please subscribe to this channel and hit that notification bell. Feel free to message me in my Twitter or Instagram at ZEALED FUJOSHI, which I'll be using to interact with viewers about more yaoi content. If that's something that interests you, feel free to follow me at ZEALED FUJOSHI. Finally, this video will contain explicit content and manhwa spoilers. With that in mind, please proceed with caution. You have been warned. Now, without further ado, let's jump into chapter 60 of Love Shuttle. The first thing that came into my mind while reading this chapter is, I can't believe that they're worrying about a condom right now. Didn't they have multiple sex scenes throughout the series? I mean, ever since the beginning of the series, where they've been doing it raw. I'm sure there are some scenes where they do use a condom, but come on, there were so many times they were just winging the whole thing. And I'm about to go crazy because I really wish that this series would go on a specific order. I love Omegaverses, but come on, like, I feel like the baby always has to come, you know, and these two barely know each other. And I really wish that they'll get to know each other first before they get there, because a baby is a big commitment. And I kind of feel like if they go straight for a baby, it's, you know, becoming too normal for Omegaverses. So now that he knotted Doyun already, I wish that Taehan would mark him, marry him, and then last is the baby. And I hope it stays in that order, you know, just because it seems to be a little bit more realistic rather than, you know, Doyun getting knocked out because they were being crazy. So please don't be shy, Taehan. Mark him. You have my blessings. Not that my blessings count anyway. Also, Doyun needs to seriously read some Omegaverse mangas and manhwas, because there are so many terms that he needs to learn and some rules in the Omegaverse. Like, seriously, like, did Doyun never receive sex education in school? Wouldn't they teach things about omegas, alphas, betas, and all genders and what goes on in that whole reproduction process? I mean, they have to teach all the genders in school, right? And it seems like Doyun is so clueless when it comes to Omegaverses. So pick up a manga and learn. And did I forget? Why are they skipping the most important step? Mark him already. I know I already said that. I just really want him to mark Doyun already, because it was just hinted a couple of chapters ago about marking, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna reach that part soon. But man, I can't believe I'm making a episode about this series, because this series is so smutty. All I see in this series is them, you know, doing it non-stop, and I feel like there's no character development in this series. Don't get me wrong though, even though I'm complaining, I have to be honest, I love this series. This is one of my favorite series, but it's just so hard to make commentary about Love Shuttle, because it's mostly smut and the character development is non-existent in this series. But man, I love the art so much, and all of the scenes that they do in the series, I just don't care anymore. But more importantly, why is Doyun not pregnant yet? I mean, seriously, they've done it wrong so many times. Am I the only one that, you know, find this weird? And again, like, this series has so much sex. I just am speechless on how these two don't have a child yet. I mean, sex is nice and all, but at this point, I forgot what this webtoon is all about. I enjoy it, but I really don't know what this webtoon is all about. There's so much sex. I mean, I'm talking about 5 chapters long of a sex. And seriously, like, isn't there a chapter where they're like conversing about meeting Doyun's parents while Taehan's eggplant was still inside Doyun? Like, seriously, there is nothing but smut in this series, but I really hate the cliffhanger because they're finally going to talk about the nut in the next episode, and these cliffhangers, it's killing me. And I hope we get some answers on the next episode. We'll see. But I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to follow my social media to be teased about some of the boys' love that I'm interested in. Feel free to leave me a message and converse with me. I'd love to hear back from you. And don't forget to support the author. All the webtoon details can be found in the description below. Again, thank you so much and hope to see you next time.